Hello, this is Pastor Stu, and it occurred to me that it might be good for the congregation to know about some of the resources that are available from our own denomination. Sometimes we have questions about things, we'd like to know more, and there's a great resource out there. We have something called Position Papers that kind of answer the question, what does the PCA believe about some of the issues of the day? And I started talking about this in the fellowships, but there's a lot more that you can actually research on your own. At Zion, we talk about the target of truth, and we talk about people's personal convictions, that third circle, that we all have opinions about this or that, and that we may disagree. We need to be able to talk about together. However, the second circle and the first circle, the confession or creed and the core, are made up of things that we believe as a denomination. This is what we believe the Bible teaches. We believe it's important. If it's in the core, we believe it's essential. If it's in the confession, again, that it's important, it's significant, but it may not be essential. And so the confession goes a long way toward showing people, explaining to people what we believe about the Bible, about what's true, about what's most important, and what's very important, but maybe not essential. As we think about that, though, there are certain things that the confession just doesn't speak to. And so these gap issues sometimes are addressed on the national level by the General Assembly. And what are some of those matters that the confession doesn't speak about? Well, there's a variety of them, and then sometimes there's a need for clarity. And so we as a denomination create a position paper, we approve it as a denomination, and then it kind of fills that gap. It helps us understand, to clarify something maybe that needs clarifying. Or sometimes guys like me, we need pastoral counsel. How can I understand this issue? And it helps us understand those issues biblically and in the light of our own doctrine. So as we think about that, sometimes we just need a timely word for the flock. And in this case, the flock, not just a local congregation, but the whole denomination needs a timely word. And so for all those reasons, these gap issues, we create position papers from time to time. They're put together in something called a PCA Digest. If you want to find that, it's online. Now, this is an old copy of the book. It used to always be bound out and sent out, but now, of course, everything's online. So if you go to pcahistory.org, you'll see a tab for something called the PCA Digest. And you'll see a listing there of all the official reports the PCA has created since its beginning in 1973 to 2019, to last year. And so it's continually updated. We didn't meet this year because of COVID, and so there are no new reports that have been approved at the 2020 General Assembly because there was no 2020 General Assembly. That General Assembly will be held next year. Again, a wide range of topics in these position papers, and those topics include things such as abortion or child protection, both very timely 21st century topics. Human sexuality, a variety of papers on issues. Racial reconciliation, the first paper that came out in 2002, about 18 years ago. Spiritual gifts. Women in Ministry is one of the more recent ones that came out. And there are many, many other papers. So if you go to that page, that website, you'll see those papers. You click on a link. It's either a Word document, a PDF, or a web page. And it will show you those resources. And it will explain how we determined that, where the origin was of the position paper, the rationale for it, why we decided we needed a position paper, and at what General Assembly it was approved or adopted. So I hope that helps a little bit. You can do some research on your own. If you have a question, give me a call. As always, I'm very available. Stu@zionpca.com. Until I see you again, this is Pastor Stu signing off.